we are going to prove that a function is one-to-one. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to start off by assuming that f of x is equal to f of y. And when you do that, you want to do some work in between to show that x is equal to y. That's the last thing that you need to show. So given this function f of x is equal to 3x minus 2, I know that this function, when graphed, is going to give me a straight line. And I know that that's going to pass the horizontal line test. But I need to prove that this function is one-to-one in a given proof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my color to red, and we're going to write out the proof. So the first thing we do is we start by assuming that f of x is equal to f of y. So we are going to assume that f of x is equal to f of y. Assume that f of x is equal to f of y. So that's the first thing that we're going to assume. Now we know that the function is f of x equals 3x minus 2. So I can replace f of x with this, 3x minus 2. So I'm going to replace it with 3x minus 2, and then I'm going to bring down the equal sign that's in the middle. On the other side, I have f of y, which is basically f of x, but I've replaced the x with a y. So that means when I use this formula right here, I can use the 3x minus 2, but I have to replace the x with a y when I do it. So instead of getting 3x minus 2, since y is going to be my variable, I'm going to have 3y minus 2. So I get 3x minus 2 is equal to 3y minus 2. So now I need to do some work on both sides to show that x equals y, because eventually I want to end up at x equals y. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the negative 2 on both sides by adding 2 to both sides. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And when I do that, the negative 2 and the positive 2 are going to cancel each other out. So I'm going to end up with 3x equals 3y. So now the last thing I need to do to show that x is equal to y is to get rid of the 3's. And I can do that by dividing both sides by 3. So I have 3x is equal to 3y, and I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And when I do that on both sides, the 3's are going to cancel out, and I'll be left with x is equal to y. So we get x equals y. Then you're going to write therefore f of x is one-to-one. We just proved that f of x is a one-to-one function. And then you're done. You can finish off your proof with a little square down here. And that is proving that a function is one-to-one. And I hope that helps.